I want to, do the right thing. But your track record isn't great. Did your mom tell you you could be anything you want? 'Cause she was wrong.
Should I have served my time like a good little girl? Get out when I'm old and wrinkly? I don't think so.
You're saying the Kingpin got you out of jail? How much power does this guy have?
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Power. His, yours, and mine.
When you put forth this week and effort, I kinda feel like you don't respect me.
I've learned a thing or two. I like to play rough. Faster than you expected, huh?
Can you at least say some fun bad guy?
I know I'm being fresh, but when you dress like that, what do you expect?
They say
Impressed yet? Did that hurt? Let me kiss it and make it better.
Spidey dance party. Well, more of a seismic blast, really.
Now you know how the other guy feels when you hide in the shadows. I'm starting to think you're mad at me.
Did your mom tell you you could be anything you want? Because she was wrong.
Going to all this trouble for little old me. You must really care.
Don't feel bad. You're not. All right, you're not good.
Have I mentioned I like to watch? Why must you always make things so hard?
Come on, this is too easy. At least try.
You're just dying to get your hands on me, aren't you? You naughty boy.
Your heart wasn't in this, Felicia. Tell me what he did to you.
I was transferred to Ravencroft. The Kingpin came to see me.
Just to be clear, we're talking about Wilson Fisk.
Yes. He said he knew I was after power and he could give it to me.
You'd owe him. That's how it always works, isn't it?
The doctors did experiments. They called it DNA crafting or crisscrossing.
Cross-species genetics? You've seen what can happen. Why would you do that to yourself?
Boy, you are thick. I did it for you, so I'd be like you, so we could be together. But then the Kingpin ordered me to kill you, or die myself. I couldn't. I can't.
Felicia, I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. I'm not interested in your face, just your lips.
I can get you help. Witness protection, a new life safe from the Kingpin. And maybe someday we can get to know each other like normal people.
I don't want to be normal people. Run away with me. We'll go somewhere exotic. With our power, we can live like royalty. Adventure, excitement, romance. And that sounds terrible to you.
No, but I've got responsibilities.
Well, I'm not one of them. Don't worry about me. I've always done fine with a target on my back.
I can't just let you go.
Fisk owns too many cops. If I'm in custody, I'm as good as dead. You can't do that to me any more than I can do it to you. You ever decide you want some fun in your life? Look me up.
Felicia, wait! It all makes sense. Fisk becomes the Kingpin by eliminating all his rivals with his anti-crime task force, and the public thanks him for it. He writes a few big checks and everyone looks... The other way. But it's not just the task force. I've been taking his enemies down too. And the one who's been pointing me toward them is Kraven. I can't let him get away with this. I need to know more, inside information on Fisk. And I've got an old friend who can get it. Just when you think I can't get any better! I'm always awesome. Sometimes I'm extra awesome.
Has anyone considered that there may be more than one spider?
Harry's more likely to talk to his old pal Peter Parker than some nut in a costume.
Wow. Everyone knows Fisk is crooked. But you're saying he's actually setting himself up as the top crime boss in New York?
That's what I've been hearing. I'm working with Whitney Chang on a story, and she needs proof. You're closer to Fisk than anyone I know.
Not really. He keeps his business private. But, as an investor, I do have access to the task force's financial records.
Oh.
Okay. One of the addresses you gave me came up. Large payments to a security consultant. Fisk handles all the personnel decisions. He's the one who hired this Kravinoff guy. But he cooked the books, so technically, Oscorp's paying him. He's trying to throw me under the bus.
Join the club.
You okay?
Yeah, it's just... I trusted someone I shouldn't have. And I probably should have seen it, but... after losing my dad and Uncle Ben... I guess I wanted to believe...
You wanted a father figure. I know what that's like. My dad shut me out of his life to focus on saving his own. And all he ended up leaving me was the disease that killed him.
Huh? Harry, I'm sorry. What is it?
It's genetic. Very rare. Degenerative. My father extended his life by spending a fortune while he looked for a cure. I don't have that kind of time.
There's gotta be some hope.
Gene therapy. That's what all my dad's research was about.
Is that why Norman started the cross-species experiments?
Yeah. He thought he could give himself the resistance some animals have to conditions like this. But the closest he ever got was the work he did on spiders with your father.
But Dad disappeared. And his work went with him. Your task force. Their body armor has medical applications. Can it help at all?
It's not a cure, but it can give mobility to people who can't get around on their own. The task force has helped me improve on it, and protect my research from criminals who'd steal it. But it was a mistake to work with Fisk.
He knows you're sick?
He figured it out. And now he's waiting for me to die so he can take Oscorp for himself. Listen, Pete. Take it from a guy who knows. When the people you trust turn their back on you, it's just proof you have to handle your problems yourself. But sometimes, you still need help.
Harry, I'll do whatever I can for you. Just tell me what—
Spider-Man. No one knows for sure how he got his powers. But he looks to me like the only successful, healthy example of cross-species genetics out there. You take pictures of him. You must have some way of reaching him.
Well,
Peter, I need Spider-Man's blood.
I could check that one off my list. Maybe Jonah Jameson and I could be friends if we just understood each other better. Nah.
We have a report of an attempted B&E in progress.
Yo, over here!
The spider, take it!
Hey, pay attention! I'm not gonna do this again for your benefit.
So scary in person.
This is why they call me amazing. Not again. I almost feel like a bully.
The happy faces of residents. No.
Who can resist that? Poor Harry. I want to help him, but without the proper testing, my blood could actually make things worse. If my blood could cure Harry, I'd give it to him in a heartbeat. But it'll take time and lots of research to find out. And he's in no mood to wait. I've put this off long enough. Gotta catch up to Harry and talk to him.
You came. Thank you. I'll pay whatever you want.
Mr. Osborn, wait. I've checked with scientists familiar with gene therapy, and I can't give you my blood. It's too dangerous.
Dangerous? I'll die without it.
Not right away. There's still time for more research. Every other cross-species subject has turned into a monster. I don't know why it's different from me. I'm looking into it,
I've paid the top minds in the field to look into it. A fortune. They don't have the answers. I'm willing to take the chance.
It's not just about you. The lizard, the other cross species, they hurt people.
Get out.
Killed people.
Just get out.
I can't give you my blood until I
was
know
right.
it's safe.
I can't trust
promise.
anyone.
I'll find out.
I'm on my own.
Mr. Osborn,
No, just go.
Harry really at the end of his rope. I should have noticed a long time ago, but I was busy being played for a fool by Craven. I can't believe I fell for his act. But why would he teach me his hunting techniques if he was going to betray me? I guess that's one of the things I'll have to ask him.
Look, it's Spider-Man! He saved my father's life!
Craven! Time for a little mentor-mentee chat. Discuss our mutual goals. Map out a 5-year plan. Explain why you're working for a human Jell-O mold. Looks empty. But maybe I can still find some answers. Craven's gone, but he left in a hurry. I bet there's evidence here if I look hard enough. It's all for me. He was gonna kill me and stuff me like a trophy. All this time he's been studying me, testing me, figuring out my strengths, and how to beat them.
How best set a trap?
You're a fake! A coward! This is your idea of a fair hunt?
Oh no. It's only the prelude. The antidote I gave you should remove all effects of the tranquilizer. I want you at the peak of your abilities.
Stop acting like you're King Arthur. All that talk about honor. You lied to me. Betrayed me. For the Kingpin and his money.
That was incidental. I did not betray you. I truly taught you all I knew. Not just so you would eliminate the Kingpin's rivals, but to make you the worthiest possible opponent. The foe I knew you could be. My greatest hunt. Now you are ready. And now we will see who is the hunter and who is the prey.
So you used me to take out the Kingpin's rivals. What about Cassidy? I noticed you jumped in to stop him talking to me.
Cassidy was useful for a time. He sowed fear and mistrust, but he is little more than a beast. It was inevitable he would have to be removed.
Ambush me from the trees.
There is no escape. Now it is to fight ghosts.
It'll be hard to spot him in those trees, but I have to try.
You've been a poor sport.
You wanted me to watch Cassidy kill that kid. Why? So I'd kill him? So I'd feel guilty? Just 'cause you're a sick freak?
It was a test to see how strong you could be. If you could stomach this. I admit, you disappointed me.
I'm still waiting for an explanation for your mustache.
Good. You are outnumbered by one man. You flail around like a drunken sailor. You have learned much.
He's in the trees. Gotta find him before he springs a trap.
I can smell your fear. Impossible. I studied you. You are not capable of this kind of fury. You lack a killer instinct. I make you flail around like a drunken.
I get as angry as you do. I want to hurt my enemies just as much. The difference is, I know it's wrong.
Yes, you fight ghosts.
It'll be hard to spot him in those trees, but I have to try.
There is no escape.
Did your mom tell you you could be anything you want? 'Cause she was wrong.
You grasp at shadows.
Push me from the trees.
I can smell your fear. So be it. To the death!
No! That's your way. On my watch, no one dies.
I beg you, kill me. Give me death over defeat.
You're saying death isn't defeat? You planning on coming back as a craven zombie or something? Anyway, I won. That means I call the shots.
What are your terms?
You're a few episodes short of a season, Craven, but you've always had your own loony code of honor. So you're gonna tell me how to get to the Kingpin. The truth. Everything you know.
Very well. You have won that right. Ask, and I shall answer.
I ran into someone who says Kingpin gets test subjects at Ravencroft. How?
The institution has lost all government funding. It now relies upon private donors, of which Fisk is the largest, now that Norman Osborn is dead.
And they just let him experiment on inmates like some kind of Dr. Chubbenstein?
They encourage it. They view the inmates as hopelessly damaged, useful only as test subjects.
I know you. You're always checking out your surroundings. You notice everything.
Yes, it's true. I met with Fisk in his building, where I took note of the locations of his cameras, weapons, and accessible points of entry. He has a Telek 4566 security system, and I know the passwords.
Well, you get a gold star. Draw me a map, and don't leave anything out.
The information I have given you will get you inside the building. But you must still face Fisk himself.
I'll distract him with cupcakes.
This is why you will lose. You underestimate him. He has fought for his life since he was a boy. If you show even a moment's weakness, he will see it and kill you.
The old killer instinct, huh? A lot of good it did you. I'm not sure if the cops can pin anything on you, but if not, take my advice and go back to Russia. Fisk doesn't seem as forgiving as I am.
Are you kidding me? With everything going on in the city, they're sending task force guys out of town?
I heard it's about that stolen Oscorp tech. Some kind of armor they're trying to get back.
So? We need backup now. But they don't care if working stiffs like us get killed.
Think I'll tag along with those trucks and see what's so important. I hope the bad guys appreciate all the effort I go through looking for them. Buckle up! Fasten your seatbelts!
You see? Spider-Man looks out for the little guy. He cares.
I'm not used to driving that kind of truck. Why can't Tony come?
Because we're going to see the boss. And only his top guys get to know where he goes when he's not here. So shut up and do your job.
I had a feeling listening in on those guys might pay off. Now to stick to their truck and let them take me right to the fat man himself.
Tell him we've got the delivery. I'll watch the truck. You got it, boss.
Okay, ionic webbing. Let's redecorate.
I have eyes on Spider-Man!
That'll come right out with some cold water. They say bad guys don't think of ionic webbing's my best shot here.
Let's see how you do hand-to-hand.
One gets left out when I use the seismic blast. You'll love my ionic webbing. Makes heavy metal so much lighter. Just once, all the armor in the world can't fix stupid.
Spread out. Secure the area.
You got it.
I want a perimeter set up. All points of entry watched.
I'm on it.
I catch anyone slacking off, they'll end up padding my arrest stats.
Understood, sir.
Maintain radio contact. Check in every 5 minutes.
I'll spread the word.
The boss wants everyone working double shift.
I'll tell the boys.
Task Force cops working with crooks. No, who could have possibly predicted that? Except everybody.
What was that? Bam! There he is!
The armored guys are in charge. If I take them down, it'll confuse everybody. I learned a valuable lesson today. Kicking bad guys in the face is fun. I might just have a future at this. Sure, my ionic web weakens metal, but it makes it look fabulous. The guys in armor are calling the shots, which makes them my prime targets.
I'm not sure about the Kingpin. I don't like working for a guy whose name I don't know.
His money's green, and if you ask too many questions, it's bad for your health. That's all you need to know.
Who's there? Huh? I better check that out.
Can you at least say some fun bad guy things like, "Curse you, Spider-Man!" I love that one. Armor might look cool, but it doesn't make him any faster.
What?
Trespassing. Assault on police officers. You've been busy, Spider-Man. Can't add more crimes to the list.
That mask don't scare me.
When you put forth this week in effort, I kind of feel like you don't respect me. Why can't they all be like that? Spider Slam! I'm still experimenting with the catchphrases. What do you...
It really is so hard to get good help these days.
9-year-old crew. There's no more Russians, no more Italians, or you...
Over here!
Don't feel bad. You're not... All right.
Man, this armor's sweet. Ain't nothing gonna stop us now.
Yeah, the Kingpin's scary, but I'd work for him over the Osborns.
Looks to me like the elite task force wasn't all that elite.
I'm sure you're quite pleased with yourself, but the night is young.
Fellas, I got him!
You're not fighting purse snatchers now.
Bam! There he is!
Are you deliberately moving really slowly? Is this like some sort of mime thing? Web shooters are disabled. Gotta be careful. This is my chance to disable their armor. And ionic webbing is just what the doctor ordered.